Hey guys, Omni here. Today, this reaction is going to be a little bit different. I was live streaming the Star Wars Celebration Star Wars Episode 9 panel earlier today, and my reaction is going to be live. It's going to be as this happens in the real time. I will probably post the full stream as well of me watching the entire panel as well. But for now, this is just going to be my reaction to the teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, my commentary afterwards, and yeah, here we go. Here it is. Have at it. Trailer's got to be coming up.
But JJ, before any of you leave, is there anything else?
That's everything. I think I know what they want.
By any chance, by any stretch of the imagination, is there anything else you would like to share with the audience?
Who here wants to see a teaser trailer?
This guy right here.
Okay, before we do this, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Stephen Colbert.
Thanks very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is so fun.
Oh, here he comes.
Kathy, Anthony, Billy, Daisy, John, Oscar, Kelly, Jonas, Naomi.
We're gonna get out of your way, but mostly, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy. Cheers.
All right, bring it on.
We've passed on all we know. 1,000 generations live in you now. But this is your fight.
Oh, wait, what? Oh. Oh, yeah.
Be with you. No one's ever really gone.
That's the Death Star. What? What does that mean? Was that the Emperor? Was that Palpatine? Palpatine? Rise of Skywalker. Is Rey a Skywalker? Oh, snap! I didn't notice who it was on the stage. What? What? What?
again.
How is he alive? Is he haunting that place? Oh, okay. Sheev Palpatine lives in some form. I mean, that was Mark Hamill's voiceover. That's Kylo Ren's interceptor. Rise of Skywalker. What does that mean? Kylo gets redeemed. We find out Rey is a Skywalker. Luke isn't dead. Anakin comes back. There's rumors Anakin's in this with Hayden Christensen. What does Rise of Skywalker mean? It's gotta be Rey. It has to be. Rise of Skywalker. I wish they could fix the contrast on this because it's so hard to see it again this way. But they're going to the ruins of one of the Death Stars. I assume the one in which Palpatine actually died on. The second Death Star from Return of the Jedi. Oh, I love Palpatine's laugh. So two things. He's either still alive or he's a Sith ghost haunting the ruins of the Death Star and they have to like take him down. They've still been setting up him in the comics that have been coming in. There's been a lot. We know that he created Anakin now, that Anakin wasn't a product of the Force itself, but a product of Palpatine manipulating the Force. Oh my gosh. So, my God. That is insane. I don't even know how to process that. It opens up a lot of doors, definitely. The name Rise of Skywalker. What do you mean? Tell me your secrets. Okay, it's been long rumored that Hayden Christensen will be reprising his role as Anakin Skywalker in this film. What does that mean? What have we learned recently in the comics about Anakin? That's that Palpatine is the one that meant he caused the Force to create him in his mother and Earth, Tatooine. We know that his birth wasn't a product of just the Force, but influences from Palpatine. So in essence, Palpatine is kind of Anakin's father. He in that, because if that's dark side powers, maybe this is the rise of the Skywalkers, but it can't be in a good. Can it be in a good way? Because I mean, it kind of fits with this line that they've had throughout all of the sagas, that the Skywalkers seem to have always had this heightened battle with the dark side, and maybe that's because their family originated from the dark side. Maybe that was why Anakin was destined to fall, though he was redeemed. Luke, in many instances, was able to overcome it. And Kylo seems to be kind of walking as he wants to do, as he looks up to his grandfather, is walking in those same steps as Vader. Maybe he's giving into that pull that their family has towards the dark side, because that's what created their family in the first place. But if it's the rise of Skywalker, then is it like the rise of, I mean, because Ben technically isn't, I mean, he's got Skywalker blood, but he isn't considered a Skywalker. Like, he's not like, I go around and I'm Ben Skywalker. He's Ben Solo. So I don't know if, I don't think it's going to be like the rise of Kylo is what it means, as far when it's referring to Skywalker, like his rise to power and they have to take him out. This is supposed to be the conclusion of the Skywalker saga, the Skywalker story that has been around from the very beginning. So if it is involving Kylo, and that would make sense if by the end of it they kill him off, and the galaxy just can't have the Skywalkers around. They can't all be a Luke. They're destined for the darkness. Or it's Rey, and we find out that she is somehow Luke's either abandoned or illegitimate daughter or something like that, or maybe another experiment in the way that Anakin was, like she was artificially created out of the Force and she just doesn't have parents. But how would that make her a Skywalker, except that, you know, Skywalker really means nothing. Because the Skywalker family didn't really exist prior. I mean, you did have Shmi Skywalker, so that's where the name came from, I guess. So, I don't know. I don't know. But if it's the rise of something, just to have something fall, usually the titles kind of play out the overarching theme. If we got the rise of Skywalker, I don't see that being something where they fall at the end. So I don't, or they resurrect Luke. They do some mysticism to bring Luke back from the dead, but then you don't have a conclusion to the Skywalker family. If Rey is a Skywalker and carries on this legacy and, you know, grows in power and knowledge and wisdom, grows as a Jedi, takes over that, fills in that role that Luke left, that could be the rise of her. As far as they've said, Daisy Ridley has not signed on for any films other than this one. So it still could be the conclusion of it. It could be like, oh, we got our happy ending. She goes off and she, as the last remaining Skywalker, rebuilds the Jedi or some crap. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of different things about this, but Ian McDiarmid back as Palpatine. Yes, please. He has always been one of the best things in this franchise. And his laugh, the performance he gives, the air that he breathes in, he's such a good villain. And that is one way to tie it all the way back to the beginning, is because he's the one that even started the Skywalker legacy. He started it. So it makes perfect sense for him to be at the end as well. Oh my goodness. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, we don't really see a whole lot else in it, but aside from Rey in that desert showdown with Kylo, which would be super awesome if that was on Tatooine. If they both are Skywalkers, it could be a literal personification of the duality that comes with their family. He's completely consumed by the dark side pull. She's been shown the light and the dark and has chosen her side. And it becomes this battle of both ends of the spectrum, which perfectly embodies the struggle of the Skywalkers. That's always been their struggle, and it's always been either one of them fails like a Vader or one of them succeeds like a Luke. And if it comes down to this polarizing battle of good versus evil, light and dark within the family itself, and if she's able to stamp it out, maybe that will free their family completely. Free the universe. I don't know. I don't know what they plan on doing with this going forward, but it is redonkulous. I wanted to see that, and I think that's what JJ was going to set up in Force Awakens too. There's so much visual imagery in the first entry in this new saga that shows that when Kylo and Rey's fight on Star Killer base, when the ground splits, you get the rejection between his offer and where she stands. You have the chasm that just conveniently splits them both apart, with their being mirrored by the choices of their lightsabers and the choices of the saber to go to her. The visions that she has when she first gets Anakin's lightsaber, where she hears Yoda's voice, where she hears Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice calling out to Rey, and that saber chooses her. That's Anakin's saber. That's Luke's saber. Like, I don't understand. I just think that's, in the end, that's what JJ intended. And I feel like if this is the rise of Skywalker, we're going to be following someone that grows and develops and rises. And that character that we've been following this entire saga has been Rey. It's gotta be Rey. It may not be Rey. It still doesn't have to be Rey. But what else? It's hard to find any other meaning in the title than that. It's got to be Rey's rise. They raise Luke from the dead. They raise Anakin from the dead. I mean, they can both be Force ghosts. We've seen Anakin as a Force ghost. We have yet to see Luke as a Force ghost, which I almost can guarantee we will see him as a Force ghost at some point in this movie. But it can't be Kylo. Unless this movie ends and he just wins and wipes out the Resistance and he just takes over the galaxy. Man, I was not prepared for the Palpatine thing. But it makes so much sense. Oh, if it's the end of the Skywalkers, why are they rising again? Why? Why, Star Wars? Why do you got to pull me back into this? The fan base itself and all of that after 8 was just too much to bear with. And, you know, I didn't like all of 8. I liked a lot of 8. I personally just didn't like how Luke's story concluded in that. I feel like he just kind of like gave up in the end. I know he was at peace because he passed on. It's not his fight anymore, but I just wanted to see Luke do more. That's all. Everything else in the movie is fine, and I can get over it. Like I can justify everything in 8. I like so many things in it. I don't want people to think I just completely hate 8. There's a lot of contradictory things in it as well that just kind of segment things, but it definitely split the fan base. And dealing with the fan base after 8 has just worn me down to the point where I was like, man, I don't even know if I want to watch a Star Wars movie coming up if it's going to be like this. But my Lord, this trailer gives me hype, hope, and like, oh, I'm so glad I stayed home. I was going to go see Shazam again with my roommate, but we're doing that tonight. We rescheduled because I was like, wait a minute, crap. What is today? What time were we going to go? And what time does this panel go on? And I was like, crap. Hey, buddy, can we do this later? I feel like this is worth it. This revitalizes every sense of hope that I get out of Star Wars. I really feel like JJ has such a strong grasp on what it means and what George Lucas's original vision really meant. So I have complete faith that we'll get a satisfying conclusion. That's the best we can hope for, really. I really want to see the fan base reunited. I don't want to see is continued friction and fragmentation in the fan base anymore. It's just so disheartening from something that so many people loved. I mean, it happened with the prequels. I love the prequels, and I love them for all their cheesiness and, you know, even their flaws. I still love them. It's still Star Wars, and in the end, everything that we have here is Star Wars, whether you like it or not. You don't have to like every bit of it. Most people don't even like the prequel, so pick your poison at this point. But I was kind of concerned at what the undertaking that JJ was going to have for this. Now, this is just a teaser trailer. I'm going completely off of my excitement for the name of the movie and Palpatine, Ian McDiarmid returning. And who knows? I could still get let down. That's always a possibility with a film. But I have some high hopes, and at least I want to be really optimistic. I want this to, like, bring Star Wars back to the top like it was, because I really know that, like, Star Wars fatigue has been a thing. It's been a thing a lot of people have talked about, and I know that Disney has kind of started to take a step back a little bit from shoving all these projects down our throats. And I liked Solo. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun watching that. Did we need it? No. But being 6 months after Last Jedi, probably not a good move for people who have been used to making these things kind of like an event, something that happens every couple of years, and then just kind of saturating it. Because on top of that, you have Rebels, you have a bunch of books that they've been putting out as well in between, along with video games with EA, which either later today or sometime during Star Wars Celebration, we're supposed to get a trailer for the new single player game for Star Wars Fallen Order. And I just I'm looking forward to that as well. I don't know what else we're going to see. I think we're going to see some clips, probably get a teaser trailer or a trailer in general for the Mandalorian. Any other announcements that might come out of this weekend, I am waiting for. If they don't happen today, fortunately, I'll have to cover them after they've happened. So that's the state of being. But it will be this. I'm glad it happened on Friday. I'm glad that my roommate was flexible enough to, like, we could change our plans so that I could live cover this, because I wanted to get on this. This is huge, and this is something crazy, and I'm glad I got to witness it live and get it. This is going right up on my YouTube channel right after this. Live reaction, everything, this commentary. All right, guys, so that was my reaction to the live reveal of the teaser trailer for Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. I know I threw out a bunch of possibilities as to what that means, but that doesn't mean I'm right. It could mean a million other things, and everybody has a different reaction. I want to know first and foremost what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments, theories, speculations in the comments below. I'll have a conversation with you guys. We'll share what we think might be coming from Star Wars here in the future. And yeah, let's carry this on, continue this in the comments. I'll look forward to seeing you guys there. And for now, that's all I've got for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out the other videos on the channel. And I will catch you guys next time. Take care.